Here's an example of what everyday dinner should be. We think easy, healthy, and cost-effective. This recipe for chicken and rice meets all the nutrition requirements without much fanfare. Becky Low is sharing this recipe for National Nutrition Month, in which you are reminding us to keep it simple.
It is. Yes, I do. I am.
It is? I am? Yes.
And, you know, actually, this recipe kind of meets all of those criteria. And it was actually developed for school food service, but I think it's wonderful for home, too.
Now, there's a fancy name to this recipe. Jeff, come here. You've been trying to coach us all day on this. It's called what?
Chicken and rice.
What?
Arroz.
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 Con pollo.
Con pollo. Whatever.
Pollo.
It's chicken and rice.
Chicken and
we
rice.
love you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we can go fancy with it, but the idea is simplicity.
Right, right. This actually has reminders of Spain and with the rice dishes, but we're baking it, and again, we're making it very simple.
Okay, show us, show us.
All right, so let's start off with a couple of things, though, that we want to look at when we're looking at nutrition. All foods fit, and we just need to balance our diet, so keep that in mind. But sometimes when we want to improve it, then we want to start off with whole grains. Okay, so I have whole grains here, and this is brown rice.
And this is a swap my kids don't notice, my husband doesn't notice.
You can throw it in.
You can work this
absolutely. Okay, so we're starting off with some chicken and rice, and I'm actually going to just stir that around. Now, if you're unfamiliar with brown rice, it takes about an hour to cook up the regular.
Yes.
But the instant will cook up in about 10 minutes.
And
5 minutes to simmer.
Do we feel good about the
to
nutritional trait on the instant rice? Okay.
Yeah. Yep, so that's good. Next thing is we want some chicken, and this is another simple thing. I'm just using the rotisserie chicken.
You know what? That's on my weekly grocery list because you can do so much with it.
Yeah, and that's what I did. You can cube it, shred it, you know, whatever you'd like with it. Okay, next is we want some...
Am I supposed to be stirring?
Yeah, you know, well, I'll give you that stirring job. Okay, why don't you put in some Greek yogurt.
Oh, okay, I thought this was sour
cream.
cream.
A little tang, yeah, but it's a nice substitute for the sour cream. Both are good, you know, but that's a nice way to cut that back. Okay, we also need just a little bit of moisture, so I'm going to add some low-sodium chicken broth. Okay. Now, sodium can actually crop up in a lot of different areas, so looking for the low sodium. You can always add salt later, but if you add it to begin with, then you're just automatically getting that extra salt in your diet.
Good point. Okay,
the next is that having a reduced fat, for example, with yogurt, or with any of the ingredients, if you want a lower fat, then sometimes you need to compensate with it. So we're doing that with chipotle. Oh, first off, some cumin.
Cumin.
Yep, 1½ teaspoons, and you can add it to taste. So I have 1½ teaspoons with that.
I was cooking with this earlier this week, and Emmy asked me why I was putting dirt in my casserole. I was like, oh, dear child. Yeah, just go for it.
You know, spices are nice, too, because you can add additional. Most of them have no salt, no sugar, no fat with it, and so you can add it, and it boosts the flavor, and it's just really good. Here's a new one that I like.
What?
Chipotle cinnamon. Okay, now, again, you know, add it to your taste. I'm going to add just a little bit extra, and then I like to put that on the top of it as well, so it adds a nice little brown color to it.
I'm smelling it. Are you smelling that?
Yeah. Okay, this part, it's simple. So what makes it simple is that you have few ingredients, few steps, and few preparation. You don't have to do Thanksgiving dinner every night.
Oh, good.
You can do it. All right, now let's put it in the pan to bake.
Okay.
So I have two different choices here: an 8x8 pan. There's the clear one, or a 1½ quart casserole.
Where do you want me to go?
Put it in.
Here?
Put it in that
one. This beautiful blue dish.
You know, blue actually brings out the color of the cheese too. So that's a nice thing.
See, eat with our eyes. We eat with our eyes.
We do, and you just kind of spread that around.
Okay.
And basically everything is cooked. So all you need to do is just reheat it until it's nice and hot throughout. And we'll add some cheese to the top of this. It bakes at 350 degrees. For if you're using the pan, because it's thinner, it'll take about 15-20 minutes. If you're using the casserole, it might take just a little bit longer. You know, put that in. Then garnish it with just a little bit more of the chipotle cinnamon. You know, scoop it out with some vegetables and or some fruit, and you have a complete meal.
I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling really good about this dinner. Becky, thank you so much. We will add this to Becky's long list of recipes. Yeah, dinner tonight for sure. They're posted on our website, studio5.ksl.com. Just click there on the recipe tab.